and welcome back to the Unboxers, and today we have for you 2 new action figures from...
McFarlane Toys!
Yes, I was going to say from the movie.
Oh, well, yes, these are both from the new Suicide Squad.
Alright, so we have Peacemaker and Polka Dot Man.
Polka Dot Man, yes.
Or if you want to add the L, it's Polka Dot Man.
Yeah.
So, this is really cool set. It comes with 2 other figures and Build-A-Figure, as you can tell. Looks like it's, King Shark? King Shark. I wanted to make sure I got my shark names correct. But, there you go. Here's Polka Dot Man. He definitely looks really cool, like he's got a bunch of spree or twister dots all on him. This is cool. Does this come from his hand?
I think so, yes.
Go up his arm. And then, it says up. This is all probably part of King Shark, and then his head comes with this guy. Really cool. And then he's got some glasses of some sort. But
yeah, and it actually says that King Shark is the biggest Build-A-Figure yet.
Oh my goodness, that's something, because there's been quite a lot of Build-A-Figures, and big ones too.
Yeah, so you can see kind of how, like, we're getting the head and this little abdominal piece or whatever.
His abs.
So
all right.
Then you got the other pieces.
And then
the arms
we will also be doing...
Yeah, stay tuned for Harley Quinn and Bloodsport.
Yes, my nemesis. I'll make John unbox her. Alright, so that's what that one, I was going to say, there's his artwork on the back, and let's take a look at Peacemaker's box on the back. Very cool. John Cena, that one comes with the 2 arms, and same picture on the back. Let's take a look at him. In the package, he's got this great big arms. This box is heavy.
I know that box is heavy, yeah.
This box is way heavier than the head. And then he's got a sword, and he's got this really weird looking helmet. And it looks like his symbol's upside down because he's he's like a villain type guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's like a dove, but it's like diving downwards or something.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of. I don't know. This is probably like a oversimplified, but he almost seems to me like it's peace symbol. But he almost seems like Captain America gone bad, like. Because his whole thing, he's like, I want peace, no matter how many people I have to eliminate to do it. It's kind of...
It's kind of backwards thinking.
Yeah.
Alright, so it's time to get Peacemaker and Polka Dot Man out of the box and give you a much closer look. We'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. And Peacemaker and Polka Dot Man are out of their box.
And various parts of King Shark.
So who do we want to show off first?
Maybe
Peacemaker?
Sure.
Alright, let's show what he comes with first.
Oh, okay.
So he comes with... I meant the arms, but that's okay.
Oh.
I'll show off his weapon first. That's really cool. They did a great job on the color of his sword. I like that silver part. And then it's got a fancy little, focus? Little thing on knob on the end there. That's really cool. Love the detailing on this part too. How they made it swirl. That's really cool because it just could, just give it a regular handle, but the details are
and there's
great.
some shark arms.
Shark arms! Ah! And just when you thought sharks didn't have hands. So you got left and right shark arm of King Shark. And I said that right? Right, King Shark?
Yes,
okay.
King Shark.
I won't show you too much because when we do the Build-A-Figure, we'll do all of his articulation and whatnot. Alright, so let's go ahead.
But it does look like it is pretty well articulated.
Oh,
that's cool.
John's cheating. Alright, so then we have Peacemaker's...
And look at that. Like, his arms are like the same size as the
That's
figures.
pretty big. There's Peacemaker's collector card, which is cool. And then the data file on the back. And then, anyway, you can read a little bit about Peacemaker right there.
If you're like us and have not had a chance to see the movie yet.
Yes, we have not seen it. Well, I don't know. We'll see. This one looks interesting, but, Harley Quinn is my nemesis, so I can't support her. Okay, so next we have... Okay, so they come with stands, of course. It says DC on the stand, and it's got a peg there. But he was standing up on his own. He's got a really cool textured shirt, and you can see where it's got, like, some wrinkles in there.
Yeah.
For effect. His dove is like flying downward. There's the back of him. He's got some khaki pants with some blue details that match his gloves. And I think that's kind of cool how they do the gloves. And the articulation is still in the wrist.
Yeah.
And then there's his facial sculpt. And his little cleft in his chin.
And it is, I mean, it's a little difficult to kind of tell because of the helmet, but it does look like John Cena. So.
Yes, it does.
Actually, both of them look like the...
I think it's the mask itself, but it looks a little cross-eyed, but I think it's because of the mask, you know, how it comes down over his eyes and nose. But, yeah. And then he's got these little silver things on his... right here on the shoulders, and there's his awesome boots. Alright, and I'll let John show off his articulation.
Okay.
And we'll see if there's any difference in these two figures.
Alright, so you got the head, so it will go back and forth. He can look up and look down, and side to side. So, very good there. He has the good shoulder articulation. It doesn't look like he has, which is kind of odd, the double shoulder like a lot of them do. But it still has great range of motion.
Yeah.
It has the bicep, and it's cool how it's like put like right where the shirt ends, so it kind of hides that point of articulation. They have the double elbow, so he can literally like bend it like in half. I mean, that's really great. As well as the wrists, which will twist as well as pivot. He has the waist, the hips, the double knee, the ankle, and the toes. So, very cool. So he will be fun to pose up and see how he does.
Put him on display with the rest of them.
Yeah.
Well, these are the first two that get to be displayed together.
Right, yeah, from this group, yeah.
Alright, and next is Polka Dot Man. So first I'm going to show you his card. There you have. He looks so cool. He looks like a cross between, I don't know, like a Twister game board and one of the Willy Wonka Oompa Loompas are taking the picture. And then there's his data file. So that's really cool. Polka Dot Man. And then he came with this extra piece. It's not really sliced. So I'm guessing if his hands are removable, you could, you have this as an extra one. We're not really sure. So if you know what this is supposed to be for, you can leave it in the comments.
That it's kind of odd because it really matches like the gauntlet that he has like on this wrist. This one feels thicker and it's like got deeper grooves, but I'm not sure.
And maybe if we actually saw the movie, maybe we would know a little bit more. Here's the King Shark abs. This is this side up. So there's his belly. And there's his back. Ooh, look at his backbone. That shark's got a lot of backbone. And this is my favorite part. Dun, 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 dun. You're like, hey, anybody got any popcorn? And he's like, and then he gets scary. Dun, 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 dun. Ah! I love that. And so John was pointing out, like, this is on like a hinge, so you can bring down just his bottom teeth, open it a little, and then bring them all down. Sharks always have that where their gums come down a little bit, and it's super creepy. And the rows of teeth, and they're always got crooked ones all in there. So that's
I'm definitely
cool.
looking forward to putting him together and seeing
He's so cool.
how he looks all together. So stay tuned.
Who you calling King Shark? All right. So that is my favorite piece. All right, and now it's time for Polka Dot Man. Let's take a look at his facial sculpt. I don't exactly know who's playing him, but he looks really realistic.
I've seen the actor. I don't remember his name offhand, but I've seen him in quite a bit of other stuff. But
and then I put his polka dots here coming off of, and I don't know if they're supposed to be up higher or whatever, but they have a little slit so you can slide it on. This hand is like it's grabbing something, and then this hand is kind of like free open a little bit more. He has these goggles, which I put on, that come with them. They slide on really easily, and they could slide down over his eyes too, if you want. Little all the way down. And then you can see he's got all the different color polka dots on his suit. His suit is like a in between a light tan and an off-white kind of color. And it looks a little like dirt, a little bit.
Yeah.
But he's got a lot of blue and red and yellow spots on the back. And he's got these really cool, which look like army boots to me. And it's got like a strap across the top. And they're very chunky on the bottom. But he has kind of small feet. But I guess he's not a very thick guy. You know, he's not very muscular. But anyway, there he is. Alright. And he also comes with the stand, just like that with the DC. And take it away, John.
Okay. So yeah, when I first heard about this movie coming out, I was a little surprised. I'm like, wow, they were really pulling some off-the-wall characters for this movie. But it had and again, I haven't seen the actual film, but just from the previews, it's interesting. You know, it sounds like they've really done some interesting things with the characters. So it'll be interesting to see how Polka Dot Man is portrayed in the movie. So as far as neck articulation, he will go back and forth. Oops. Here, let's get rid of his goggles. I think the way the collar is, he can't really look up or down, but he does go side to side. He has good range of motion, even though it does look like a single, like a single shoulder joint. It does have really good range of motion. He also has if I can get the shoulder to stay put, has the bicep swivel. He does also have double. Oh no! What has happened? He has the double elbow, same kind of wrists that will pivot and bend. Now he's a little different, where the Peacemaker's body is hard. His is actually soft. So you can kind of see he can like bend backwards and bend forwards with that soft body. So that's pretty interesting. I've seen some other of the McFarlanes use that same kind of technology. He has good range of motion in the hips. He has the double knee, so great range of motion there. He has the ankle. Now that it is limited in the front. It looks like I don't want to push it too hard, but he does have ankle articulation, and it will twist as well as pivot, and of course the toes. So gotta have the toes. Alright, so there's Polka Dot Man.
Okay, and there they are. Peacemaker and Polka Dot Man. It's the night of the action figures that start with P. So, from the new, the second Suicide Squad movie, I don't know what they're calling it.
It's still just Suicide Squad. But this is the James Gunn version that's just been released.
Alright, so thank you so much for watching. As always, come back and see us, like, subscribe, and we will see you next time.